Welcome to Eternal Easy Education. In this session, you are going to learn Chapter 16, Electronic Payment System. Content of this video is what is mobile banking, what is internet banking, what is UPI, and what is COD. Mobile banking and internet banking. As smartphones have already replaced the place of digital camera and voice recorders, soon it will be developed as virtual debit cards. It enables to send or receive money instantly without any plastic cards. What is mobile banking? So mobile banking is another form of net banking. The term mobile banking, also called M-banking, refers to the service provided by the bank to the customer to conduct bank transactions with the aids of mobile phones. That means internet banking is done using the computers. Sometimes it is available in mobile also using the browser. Now there is another option called mobile banking. These transactions include balance checking, account transfers, payment purchase, etc. Transactions can be done at any time, anywhere. That means each bank is having a mobile app. So using that mobile app, we can do the bank transactions like balance checking, account transfer, payments and purchase. This is the mobile app of State Bank. The WAP protocol installed on the mobile phone qualifies the device through an appropriate application for mobile session established with the bank's website. Simply, this app qualifies the mobile to transfer the amount. First, we need to install this app in the mobile phone. Mobile banking operations can be implemented. Contacting the call center, automatic IVR telephone service, using a mobile phone via SMS, WAP technology, using smartphone applications. So these are the way how the mobile phone operation can be implemented. WAP protocol means wireless application protocols. It is a special protocol installed in the wireless devices like mobile phone to access the banking system. Then what is internet banking? So mobile banking means we need a mobile and we need the application to be installed in the mobile, and through that application we can do the bank transactions like balance checking, account transfer, payments and purchase. Okay, then what is internet banking? Internet banking is a collective term of e-banking, online banking, virtual banking, everything. E-banking, online banking, virtual banking, internet banking, all are same. Operates only on the internet with no physical branch. That means without directly communicating with the branch, we can just do the bank operations through the computer. Internet banking allows customers of financial institutions to conduct various financial transactions on a secure website. This is very fast and convenient way of performing any banking transaction. It enables customers of a bank to conduct a wide range of financial transactions through its website. In fact, it is like a branch exclusively operating of an individual customer. Yes, it's like a branch operating for an individual customer. Online banking system will typically connect to the core banking operated by the customers themselves. Advantage: payments are made at convenience of the account holder anytime, anywhere, secured by the username and password. Any standard browser like Google Chrome is enough. Adequate means enough to do the internet banking. Internet banking does not need any additional software. That means mobile banking need a particular software for that particular bank. Apart from regular transactions, internet banking portal provides complete control over all banking demands such as balance, recent transactions, bill payment, blocking a card. Yes, main thing is if you lose your debit or credit card, going to the bank, standing in the queue, filling the form, can easily do the block of the card immediately by opening the internet banking. That is the best example for the use of internet blocking, because it's been happening every day because the theft of card is done. So easily we can block the card by ourselves immediately. So they have given some of the steps. It's an example of State Bank. Log into net banking account using the username and password. Add the beneficiary as a payee to enable transfer of the fund. Yes, there is a method. We can immediately transfer without adding the beneficiary, but it is not a advisable thing. So you must add the beneficiary. That means you have to add the person's name, account number to whom you are going to transfer the amount. That person is said to be the beneficiary. Then you have to transfer the amount through that. To add a particular person to your account as a beneficiary, you must know the account number, IFS code. Once the beneficiary is added, choose RTGS, that is real time, or electronic fund transfer, or IMBS. Most probably for small amount we will select only this. Then select the amount of transfer money from, select the payee, enter the amount to be transferred, click on submit. After that there will be a one-time password, OTP, that will be given to your mobile number. You have to enter that number. After that it will ask for a PIN. So after the OTP, in some of the banks they will ask for a fund transfer PIN. They will given for separately. Then we have to give that. One-time password also required, and the personal fund transfer amount also required. Then we have to give the transaction. That means we can pass the amount from our account to the beneficiary. So it is a secured process. So while entering into the website, you can note the lock symbol. Lock symbol represents that it's a secured website. Then you can do everything. So internet banking and mobile banking are very easy to transfer the amount from one account to another account anytime, anywhere. Then Unified Payment Interface, UPI. UPI is a real-time payment system developed by National Payment Corporation, NCPI, to facilitate interbank transactions. It is simple, secure, instant payment. Simple, secure and instant payment. This UPI is for interbank transaction. This interface is regulated by the Reserve Bank of India (RBI) and used for transferring funds instantly between two bank accounts through mobile device. Unlike traditional e-wallets, which take a specified amount of money from user and store in its own account, UPI withdraws and deposits funds directly from the bank account whenever a transaction is requested. It also provides the peer-to-peer collect request, which can be scheduled and paid as per the requirement of the convenience. That means UPI is developed on the basis of immediate payment service, that is IMPS. To initiate a transaction, UPI applications use two types of address, global and local. Global address includes bank account number IFS. Local address is a virtual payment address. Virtual payment address, VPA, also called as UPI ID, that is unique ID similar to your email ID, enables us to send and receive money from multiple banks and prepaid payment issuers. Bank or other, simply say our Google Pay is a UPI method. Bank or financial institution allows the customer to generate VPA using phone number associated with the Aadhaar number and the bank account number. So how to do a Google Pay means, first thing, we must have the Google Pay app, and the second thing, in the mobile phone, the phone which is having the app must have a SIM. That SIM number should be the number which is connected with the bank account. So this is the two requirement. So if it's so, if we are having a Google Pay application and the SIM number is connected with our bank account, means we can easily do our transactions. So the VPA replaces the bank account details, thereby completely hides the critical information. So because of this link, that means it gets only the phone number which is linked with the account of the bank. That means if I want to transfer amount to a person, I don't need the bank account number, I don't need the IFS code. I want only the mobile number which is connected with his account, that means bank account. So in my mobile I am having a Google Pay. I can transfer the amount just selecting the phone number of a particular person. If I transfer 1000 rupees, means automatically the phone number which is connected with the bank account is credited with the 1000 rupees. So it is much more easier than the mobile banking and the internet banking. So the MPIN, mobile banking personal identification number, is required to confirm each payment. UPI allows operating multiple bank accounts in a single mobile application. Yes. If a person is having Canara, SBI or IOB, any bank or city union, the thing is the SIM number should be a registered number of a particular account. Most probably, if we have 10 bank account or 2 bank accounts, we will have only one SIM number to be registered because of easy maintenance. So that makes this UPI easy, because mobile with a Google Pay with one SIM number, but I can add many accounts in my thing. So if I want to transfer account from a state bank, I can transfer. Even if I want to transfer the amount from my city union, I can do it. So in a single place sitting, I can do many transactions with a single mobile number. That is very important. So UPI allows multiple bank accounts in a single mobile device. Some UPI application also allows customers to initiate the transaction using only Aadhaar numbers in app. That means they need Aadhaar number in absence of UPI. Advantages: immediate money transfer. Can use single mobile application for accessing multiple bank accounts. Yes, because if it is Google Pay, in the Google Pay I can add all the accounts, all the bank accounts, whatever things I need. If it is a mobile application, I have to install the mobile app for State Bank, City Union, or Indian Overseas, anything. Single click authentication for transferring funds. It is not required to enter details, card number, account number. Yes, it won't ask anything, only the mobile number. Electronic payment will become much easier without requiring digital wallet or credit or debit card. So the use of UPI is more nowadays. Cash on delivery. So those who are using Amazon, Flipkart, or any online shopping, they know very well what is cash on delivery. Cash on delivery, also called as collection on delivery, describes a mode of payment in which the payment is made only on receipt of goods rather in advance. Yes, some goods is not allowed for cash on delivery, so there we have to pay and purchase. Sometimes it allow for cash on delivery, so it is good. After getting the particular thing, we can pay the cash. But since other forms of payments have become more common, the word cash has sometimes been replaced by the word collect to transact with check. Yes. COD is often used as an additional payment option in e-commerce. It offers the recipient the advantage of paying only when the commodity is handed over. That is likely similar to traditional system. If the goods are not paid, they are returned to the retailer. So you have learned what is mobile banking, what is internet banking, what is UPI, and what is COD. Internet banking, we need a browser and the website of the bank. Mobile banking, we need a mobile application. In the mobile application, we can do some of the transactions of internet banking. And then UPI, it's a easy thing. Best example is Google Pay, Phone Pay. What is the advantage? One mobile phone can have any number of account and no details of a bank account or IFS code to the for the person whom we want to send the amount. Then cash on delivery or collect on delivery is paying the amount after getting the commodity. So these are the way of payments. That's all for this session, children. Thank you. Have a good day.